Hey, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to discuss how to make a good impression to start a new job remotely. First, I want to share a personal story. Last December, I had a chance to do an internal transfer. When I was asked to give an introduction in my first meeting, I didn't start it with speaking of myself. I started to make a comment for each co-workers. I spent the night before do some research about each of them. Basically from LinkedIn, I can gather a history of their working experience, where they've been attending college, and what are some of their activities they're doing recently. I think this opened up some opportunities for me to learn each of them further. In my following transition, I can just message any of them much more easier than if I haven't made the relationship in our first meeting. Recently, I've noticed there's some new employees join our company. I talk with some of them and to find out what are some of the obstacles in front of them. Most of them express concern that because we're not physically in office, we cannot see each other. They feel there's a lack of communication. I just offered some of my thought, and here I also want to share with you guys. Number one strategy is try to schedule some one-on-one meetings with the person you want to connect with. It might be your group members, or it might be a member from other functional teams. When we are in the office, we can just swing by their cube and start a conversation easily. But now, because of the pandemic, we all work from virtually. We have to schedule meeting ahead of time. We cannot just grab our phone or email, say, let's have a chat. Second, I think you have to keep a cadence with your manager more often than you think you need. The reason is, again, we're isolated in pretty much our own space. There's a highly chance that some of the goals, objectives is not that clear. So what you need to do is you need to schedule a regular check-in with your managers to make sure you are on track, especially at the beginning of your job. Next, what you need to do is you need to prepare for an introductory meeting in front of a broader team. When you are in some of those meetings, don't be shy. Start to announce you are new here and ask a lot of questions. This is your perfect opportunity to ask a lot of questions because you are new. There's no question will be treated as stupid question. Another tip when you are starting a new job remotely is try to make a lot of notes and keep a daily diary. We don't have the chance to speak with them in person. There might be some issue or request that cannot be complete immediately. What you need to do, you need to put them down. If you don't write them down, you will have a higher chance to forget it. Another benefit of keeping notes is that at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you can review all the things that you've been keep tracking and to make sure all of them are closed. If for any reason there is several items you cannot close, you can bring it up in your next staff meeting. When I was having a conversation with some of the newer employees, they're telling me they feel a lack of contribution to a big project. They said, I've been came here for 2 or 3 months, but I don't think that I was being assigned to a big project. My general recommendation is that don't try to force yourself to start with something big because you just joined this company. On the contrary, take your time. Start with something small. When you are trying just to complete small tasks, it will be much easier than what you want to complete a big project at the beginning. And also, it will help you to keep a good relationship. Why? Because you can provide immediate help at the beginning. I find that very useful when I switch to new group. I just made offer to make some part auditing in the lab. It's tedious, but again, it gave me a chance to get my hands dirty on the project, and people really appreciate it. That's what it matters. As time goes by, people see you have the attitude to do, and once you complete some small task, people will be more confident in you and to start to give you larger project. That's how you start to roll the ball. Next, I'm gonna talk about if you feel disconnected or demotivated after joining a new company remotely, what should you do? First, don't get frustrated. Try to speak out. Try to find an opportunity to discuss with your direct manager. Express your feelings and also express the facts why you are feeling a certain way. I'm pretty sure your direct manager will give you some feedback. You might not agree with it, that's fine. Just look at it from a different angle. Don't treat negative or constructive feedback as a criticism. Treat it as an opportunity to grow and learn, and you will find it much easier to seek feedback. By now, I think most of you guys already know what to do and probably eager to try and work as hard as possible to get a good impression. But my next recommendation is try not to create a habit of overworking. Because we're at home, sometimes we cannot set a appropriate boundary between the work and life. A lot of people are extending their working hours. It might affect your personal life. What you want to be pay attention to is try to make it sustainable, especially at the beginning of the job. You need a lot of time, patience to grow, to learn the culture, to meet with people and to learn how things are get done here. Okay, so that's what I can think of for now, how you can make a good impression in your last job. Let me know if you have a different point of view or other ideas. Leave down your comments below. Thank you.